punishment was somehow healing. And every time I looked in the mirror, I saw everything I wished I had done differently.
Hello, everyone. This is Dimples D with the Healing Corner with Dimples D. Healing, hope, and growth. Can I be honest for a moment? I used to think my biggest struggle was trust. But as I started healing, I realized trust wasn't the real issue. The real issue was hurt. When you have been rejected, disappointed, abandoned, betrayed, or made to feel like you're not enough, those wounds don't just disappear. If left unhealed, they become strongholds. And strongholds create chain reactions. Hurt affects trust. Trust affects relationships. Relationships affect how we see ourselves. And before we know it, we are reacting to today's people based on yesterday's pain. One of the hardest truths I have had to face is this: hurt people sometimes hurt people. Let me say it again. Hurt people sometimes hurt people. Not because we are evil, not because they don't care, but because they're carrying pain they haven't dealt with. Looking back on my life, I can see times when I react from a place of hurt. Times when I was petty. Times when I misunderstood people. Times when I said things I shouldn't have said. Times when I shared things I should have kept private. Not because I was a bad person, because I was hurting. And if you're honest, most of us have done the same thing. We have all vented. We have all said things in anger. We have all repeated something we shouldn't have repeated. We have all made mistakes. The difference is whether we learn from them. Healing doesn't happen when we pretend we are perfect. Healing happens when we become honest enough to say, I was hurt. I hurt others. I learned. I grew. And that's why I believe therapy is important. Prayer is important. Self-reflection is important. Because holding everything inside doesn't make the pain disappear. It only gives the pain a place to hide. Reflection. You are not defined by your worst mistake. You are not defined by what happened to you. You are not defined by the strongholds you're carried. Healing begins the moment you bring those things into light. And the strongest people aren't the ones who pretend they're okay. They're the ones who have the courage to heal. If this message touched your heart, remember this. Your pain may explain your behavior, but it does not have to define your future. Healing is possible. Growth is possible. And you are worth both. One love, Dimples D. Healing, hope, and growth. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please subscribe and share this message with someone who may need it today. May God bless you.